smoke cigars, even the girls. And they talked dirty, they cussed their teachers, they even took the name of the Lord in vain. And they even set fire to Fred Shoemaker's broken down tool house.
And that's not all. Someone set the firemen 5 dozen donuts, and the herdmen stole them all. And when they didn't eat, they stuffed down their pockets and down the front of their shirts. And they wrote this really, really dirty word on the back of Naomi's favorite turtle. So now she can't take it to the YMC pet show because her mom won't let her. What was the word? And that's not all. They didn't fluorescent paint, so it glows in the dark. Whenever you can't even see the turtle, you can still see the word. And they even put tadpoles in the school's drinking fountain. And Miss Barnes accidentally drank a few. Someone yelled out, "Mildred, watch out, you're drinking tadpoles." But it was too late. Did she get sick? Not right away.
And that's not all. Now I'm going to tell you about the Christmas pageant and what they did to that. Well, there were 6 of them. Ralph, Imogene, Leroy, Claude, Ollie, and Gladys. And they went through the Woodrow Wilson School like those South African fish that strip your bones clean. And they went around town doing the same things, stealing things, tearing things up, and whamming little kids. Oh my, it was hard to stay away from them. There was only one safe place, which was church.
Sweet hour prayer, because there's no herdmans there. And Jesus loves us, as they say, because he keeps them miles away.
That's my little brother Charlie. That's what he said when the Sunday school teacher asked him what his favorite thing about church was. And he said, "No herdmans." That made the teacher mad because all the other kids said nice and good feelings about God and Jesus. But old Charlie here told the real truth. No herdmans.
I don't care what everybody else says. That's what they really thought. All the other stuff is okay. But the main good thing about church is that the herdmans aren't there ever.
Well, you know, that's not a very Christian sentiment, seems to me.
Well, it's actually a very practical sentiment. Poor Charlie was covered with black and blues all last year because he had to sit next to Leroy Herdman in school.
Is he the worst one, Leroy?
They're all the worst ones.
Well, Ralph's the biggest, so if Ralph gets you.
That doesn't make any difference. Gladys isn't big, but she's mean, she's fast, and she bites.
You know, I am sorry I asked. You guys just stay away from all
That's what I say. Stay away from them. Go to church.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Why?
No arguments this year about the Christmas pageant.
I don't want to be in it.
Everybody's in it. Think how I would feel sitting there on Christmas Eve if my own children weren't in the Christmas pageant. Think how your father would feel. You'd feel terrible, wouldn't you, Bob?
I didn't plan on going this year. You know how crowded it always is. Somebody can use my seat. I'll just stay home, put in my bathrobe, and relax. There's never anything different about the Christmas pageant.
There's going to be something different this year.
Oh, what?
Charlie's going to bring your bathrobe.
You just thought that up, Grace.
Charlie, why don't you be Joseph? I bet Elmer Hawkins will pay you $1 to be Joseph. Dad, Elmer's sick of being Joseph all the time. Just because he's the minister's son, nobody wants to be Joseph.
Nobody wants to be in it.
Well, what are you going to be this year, Beth?
I'm in the angel choir.
Well, why can't Charlie be in the angel choir?
Because I can't sing.
That is not a serious drawback. A window angel always sounds like a closet full of mice.
What do you wear in angel choir?
Bed sheets.
Bathrobe and bed sheets? Oh boy, some choice. Come on, let's go watch TV.
Oh, now you know that Mrs. Armstrong works very hard to make the Christmas pageant a lovely experience for everyone.
Oh, Mom, you know Mrs. Armstrong just likes to run things.
Well, they're right, Janelle. Ellen Armstrong, she runs the Christmas pageant, she's chairman of the garage sale, and she runs the potluck supper. one. I think Ellen Armstrong, she'd preach the sermon if anyone would let her.
Is that George Armstrong's one?
Well, yes.
Well, she may manage the hospital because that's where she is. I ran into George at Walmart. He said his wife had broke her leg this morning. She's going to be in traction for 2 weeks and laid up till the first of the year.
The first of the year? Well, they'll have to cancel Christmas.
She's in charge of Christmas?
Well, she's in charge of the potluck. She's in charge of the pageant. Oh, I feel sorry for Helen, but who's going to do all these things?
Yes, I'll do the bazaar, Edna, if you'll do the potluck supper. But I don't know who we're going to get to do the Christmas pageant. Unless, how about Grace?
I just can't, Edna. I have company all Christmas week. How about Grace?
Oh, I don't know. You know, I have all the kids, and they've been feeling pretty under the weather. How about Grace?
Hello, Grace.
Bob? Bob! Oh, Bob!
What is it? What?
I have to direct the Christmas pageant.
Wait, does that mean I have to go?
Our Christmas pageant isn't what you'd call four-star entertainment. With Mrs. Armstrong breaking her leg was the only unexpected thing that could ever happen to it. You know, it's always the same old Christmas story, the same old carols, and the same old Mary and Joseph. And that's what my mother was stuck with. That and Mrs. Armstrong.
Take it again, Grace. This is what I always do. I always try to give everybody a chance, but I start with Mary, and I tell them how important Mary is, because after all, she was the mother of Jesus.
Oh, I know that, Helen.
And then I go to Joseph, and I say how special he is, because he was God's choice to be Jesus' father. You know what? I don't ever really spend that much time with Joseph, because it's always Elmer Hawkins, and he knows all about Mary and Joseph.
I thought Miss Armstrong was in traction. How can she talk on the phone if she's in traction?
What do you think traction is?
Whenever you sleep.
No such luck, Charlie. Ben, we're going to need salt and pepper. Oh, hey, yeah. It's next.
Oh, and Grace, I always go in depth about the wise man and the shepherd. And I always say, there are no small parts, only small angels. And you know what, Grace? Another thing. Tell the angel part not to stare at the audience. And don't let them wear earrings and those big clunky shoes. And oh, I just hope you don't have too many baby angels. If you do, they're going to be your worst nightmare.
You are going to leave some of that for the rest of us, aren't you, Charlie?
I'm hungry. You and Herman stole my lunch today.
How can you let him do that to you day after day?
How can I stop him? Where's the chicken?
Grace, where is the chicken?
It's in the kitchen.
Hey, Grace, you need to get somebody to push the angels out there. You know what? Bob could do it. That way they won't bend up their angel wings. And another thing about the angel choir, please tell them not to wear those earrings and those big clunky shoes and all that stuff. They think because it's a play, they have to wear lipstick.
Oh, Ellen, I have to go. There's someone at my door.
And it looks terrible.
Ellen, I'll talk to you later. I have to go. Yes, hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. Just a minute. Oh, for heaven's sake, it's you.
Lady, can you get me some food? I haven't had a square meal in 3 days. It's getting very lonely at my table.
Well, I bet Ellen Armstrong's very lonely in the hospital.
That would mean I have to go.
And Grace, pick your baby Jesus carefully. Don't get a fuzzy one. In fact, why don't you get two? That way, if one is fussy, you can always switch them.
My mother didn't pay much attention to Mrs. Armstrong. She says since Mrs. Armstrong was stuck in the hospital with nothing to do but think up problems, when really there weren't going to be any problems at all.
It's about Jesus.
Everything here is.
Well, and it's about Mary. Actually, mostly it's about Mary. Excuse me? Well, actually, I'm married. I know the part. Not this year.
So, oh, and if you have any extra bathrobes, go ahead and ask them, hey, what's going on here? Hold plan to be here for everyone. We have rehearsal. So plan to be here. Yes?
What if we get sick?
Well, Emily, we won't get sick. And Mary and Joseph have to absolutely be here for every practice.
Well, what if they get sick?
Well, they won't get sick either, Elmer.
Well, Beverly got sick and we haven't even started yet.
Well, we don't know that Beverly got sick. So let's just think about Mary. And we all know what kind of person Mary was. She was kind and gentle and quiet. And the girl who plays her part is that kind of a girl. Yes, that kind of girl, that's the way she would act. Mary would act that way, sweet and kind. Oh, yes, Emma Jean.
I want to be Mary, and Ralph over here wants to be Joseph.
Well,
Yeah, right, yeah.
I see. So, we'll just make a list of volunteers. And then we'll decide later if they should be okay. Does that sound good? All right. So we have, well, Herdman has volunteered to be our Joseph. Now, who else would like to be Joseph? Elmer. Elmer, did you volunteer to be Joseph? Okay. So, well, just raise your hands now. And any volunteers? Anyone? Any volunteers? Any shepherds? Okay. Well, Ralph. Will be Joseph. What? Now, Anna Jane has volunteered to be our Mary. What? So, now who else can we put on this list? Janet, Roberta, Alice. Don't you want to volunteer?
No, I don't want to volunteer.
I'll be Mary! Shut up, Gladys! I'm already married. You'll be a wise man. Go on!
Well, wise men are usually boys, but of course they don't have to be.
I'll be a wise man. Me too. God, let's be a wise man. What's a wise man? Just raise your hand.
What's left to be? Some angel. I'll be that. What is that?
Well, it's the angel of the Lord who comes to the shepherds and tells them that Jesus is born. Oh, look, we do have some volunteers. Yes, Hope, would you like to volunteer to be a wise man?
I can't be a wise man. I'm going to Philadelphia.
Well, why didn't you tell me before?
I just remembered.
My mother said I can't be an angel.
Well, why not?
I don't know. She just said, don't be an angel.
And I am not going to be a shepherd.
Okay, well, you're going to be a shepherd, so yeah, go ahead, sit down, you're going to be a shepherd for sure.
And I don't want to be a shepherd. Gladys Herdman hits too hard.
Well, Elmer, Gladys isn't going to hit anybody. She just brings the good news to the shepherds in the field.
And hits them.
Elmer, that's ridiculous. I don't want to hear another word about it. No shepherds may quit or get sick. Now, that's it for today, boys and girls. You can go. But I expect to see everyone here Wednesday at 6:30. Oh, and Alice, before you go. Alice, why didn't you raise your hand? Don't you want to be married?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, Alice, I expected you to volunteer. What? Now,
Miss Bradley, get Gladys off of me.
oh, no. Okay. I'm coming, okay?
Oh, come on, Alice. Miss Bradley. I don't know.
I didn't dare raise my hand. Imogen would have killed me. She said, I'm going to be Mary in this play, and if you raise your hand or volunteer, you're going to wish you didn't. And I said, I'm always Mary in the play. And then she said, go ahead. And next spring, when all the pussy willows come out, I'm going to stick a pussy willow so far down your ear that no one can get it out. And you'll have a pussy willow bush growing in your ear for the rest of your life.
You know she wouldn't do that.
She would too. The Herdmans will do anything. You just watch. They're going to ruin the whole play, and it's all going to be your mother's fault.
Alice, don't bring my mother into this.
Jane? Edna McCarthy. Did you hear about the... Oh, it must be Grace's fault somehow. How else could the 6 of them end up in a Christmas pageant where they ought to be in jail?
Hello, Vera. Irma Slocum. I just heard that Imogene Herdman is going to play Mary in the Christmas pageant, and is that a fact? All 6 of them? Oh, my word. Well, I tell you what, Vera, I live next door to that outfit, and I would just as soon be next door to a zoo. What was Grace thinking?
What? How did that happen? Imogene Herdman. Oh, being a mother. Oh my God, a baby Jesus. Where was Reverend Hopkins? I'd like to know. He was what? Visiting shut-ins? Well, I'm a shut-in if he wasn't visiting me.
And I said, let them pass out programs at the door. And Grace said, we don't have programs for the pageant. And I said,
Better nail down the church and lock up the solar service. Oh, and hide the collection plates, because they're gonna clean them out.
What was the matter with Grace? Think she'd sent them away, time to go home. Oh, I feel so responsible. If only I'd been there, none of this would have ever happened.
Well, what is here? What is this like we talk? And she said, what? Are you sure you said that?
Grace.
Come on.
Grace.
Come on, so
Grace. Grace.
Well,
The car is over.
if I hadn't been laid out, this never would have happened. Well, let me tell you.
Don't tell me, Grace. I'm on your side. The car's over there.
Ellen Armstrong's like the only woman alive who'll be doing the Christmas pageant. And I've made up my mind. I'm going to do the best I can under the circumstances. And I'm going to do it with the Herdman. After all, they're the only ones who raise their hands. And I don't care.
Good for you, Grace. The car is over there.
You're going to help.
Does that mean...
You have to go.
All right, come on in, kids. Everybody, let's gather around one more time. We're having another rehearsal here. Come on, you guys. Come on. Oh. Guys. Good. Awesome. All right, so now the inn is back here. Come on in. Ooh, so many of you. Okay, so the inn is back here, and the shepherds come in, and they gather right around here where the manger's going to be, and
Where all the shepherds come from anyway? What's an inn?
well,
It's like a motel where people go to pay their taxes. What, people choose us?
Oh, honestly, Jesus wasn't even born yet. Mary and Joseph went there.
Wow.
To pay their taxes.
At a motel?
Oh, shut up, Ollie! Everybody just shut up. Begin at the beginning.
the beginning.
The beginning of the play.
Oh, Imogene, this is the Christmas story from the Bible. Haven't you ever heard the Christmas story from the Bible before?
No.
Oh, well, that's what this pageant's all about, so I just better read it to you.
I don't believe that. Do you? That they've never heard of the Christmas story?
Well, why not? I mean, they don't even know what a Bible is. And they never even went to church until your dumb brother told them we got refreshments. Charlie, now we have to waste all this time for nothing.
All right, well, let me go ahead and get this started for you. There went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And Joseph, who went up from Galilee, it was his wife Mary, who was, pregnant with child.
Pregnant! She was pregnant!
Oh my goodness. We don't know that Mary was pregnant, but, and it came to pass while they were there that the days were accomplished wish, and that she should be delivered, and she brought forth her firstborn child.
I don't think it's very nice to say that Mary was pregnant.
Well, she was.
I don't care. I don't think your mother should say that Mary was pregnant. It's better to say, great with child. I'm not supposed to talk about people being pregnant, especially in church.
Anne wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger because there was no room for him in the inn.
They didn't have any room for Jesus?
Well, nobody knew the baby was going to be Jesus.
What was the matter with him? What was the matter with Joseph? Her being pregnant, everything.
What's a manger? Some kind of bed?
Well, they didn't have a bed in the barn, so they had to use what there was. I mean, what would you do if you had a new baby and no bed to put the baby in?
We put Gladys in the dresser. Ouch.
Well, where you go? You didn't have a bed, so you had to do something else.
We had a bed, only Ollie was still in it, and Ollie didn't really like Gladys. No one likes Gladys.
That was pretty smart of Ollie not to like Gladys right off the bat. Yeah.
So, let me just read on. Anyways, a manger is a large wooden feeding troughs for animals.
What were the watered up clothes?
The what?
You said they tied him up in the watered up clothes.
They were swaddling clothes. People used to wrap babies up in large pieces of material really tightly so that they feel cozy.
You mean they tied him up and put him in a feed box? Where was the child welfare?
Child welfare is at our house every Friday. There was no child welfare in Bethlehem.
I'll say that wasn't.
And, okay, reading on, there were shepherds who were keeping their watch over their flock by night, and lo, the angel of the Lord came and appeared to them, and the glory of the... What?
Out of the black night with a horrible vengeance, the mighty Marvel!
Gladys, I don't know what you're talking about.
The mighty Marvel and amazing comes out of the black night with a horrible vengeance.
No, this is the angel of the Lord who came and brought the good news to the shepherds.
Out of nowhere, right? Out of the black night, right?
Well, sort of.
Shazam!
Oh, right, yeah, go ahead and what is that? All right, good, that was great. Yeah, thanks. Okay. Okay, so, where was that? Oh, now when Jesus was born, there came wise men from the east, and they were bearing gifts of gold and frankincense.
What's that?
And myrrh.
What's that?
Well, they were special things, precious oils and spices.
Oil. What kind of present is oil? We get better presents from welfare.
No, they were kings, and they were sent by.
Well, it's about time some reports showed up. If they're kings, then get the baby out of the barn and tell the innkeepers where to get off.
Well, they were sent by Herod, who was, well, he was the man king, and he wanted to find Jesus and have him put to death.
But he was just born.
Well,
Who's Herod in this place?
Herod isn't in the play.
He's out to get the baby and he's not even in the play.
Well, it's about time.
Herod.
Somebody better be Herod. Yeah, you let Charlie be here. He says, go get me that baby. And they do, because he's king.
But they are just going to sneak back, and then we'll kill Herod.
I'm not going to be Herod!
Herod isn't in this play!
You're going to put one in. It's going to be me. And I'll get killed. And I'll run away with this until the fight's over.
Somebody ought to wipe out the innkeeper. Gladys, you wipe out the innkeeper.
picked out the right one. It was Herod they wanted to gang up on, and not the baby Jesus. But the baby Jesus quit the pageant. It was supposed to be Eugene Slocum, but Mrs. Slocum said she didn't want Imogene Herdman getting her hands on him. So we didn't have a baby. And that bothered my mother. She was trying to scratch up a baby, even at the last rehearsal. Hey, Alice, what are you writing about?
It's, like a diary.
It is not. It's all about the Herdmans. Ralph talks about sexy things. Imogene curses and swears all the time. Mrs. Bradley called Mary pregnant. Gladys drinks communion wine. Alice, it isn't wine, it's grape juice.
I don't care what it is. I've seen her mouth 3 times, all purple. And they steal too. If you shake the birthday bank, it doesn't even make a sound because they stole all the pennies out of it. And if you go in the ladies' restroom, the air is all blue, and you have Imogene Herdman sitting there in Mary's costume, smoking a cigar.
Alice, and you wrote all this down? What for?
For my mother, Reverend Hopkins, and the Ladies' Aid Society, and anybody else who wants to know what happens when the pageant is ruined. And, you know what? It's all going to be your mother's fault.
Yes, Alice, you kids come on in again. We're going to do one more practice. Can you guys come on up here and give us a hand so you can help with the baby angels? Oh, that'd be perfect. So, yep, come on in, guys. Good job. Just kind of go to sleep. Some caffeine. Let's go. Move it in. Come on, get settled in, everybody. Just go ahead and grab your seats, guys. So, let's see. I think Mrs. McCarthy is supposed to be here. Let's see. So, now, everyone knows that this is going to be our last practice, and this is the scene where we decide who's going to be the baby. So, where is Mrs. McCarthy?
Grace,
Oh,
just wanted to let you know.
Oh, I thought you were coming in. Yes.
Let you know that we're all in the back in the kitchen making access. We'll try not to bother you. I guess this is your rehearsal?
Yes, well, it's supposed to be. All the kids need to come in now. That would be perfect. They were all in. Oh, and I know what I wanted to talk to you about. Did I hear that your niece had a baby a month or so ago? I believe it was a baby girl.
Oh, yes, and she's 5 weeks old.
5 weeks.
Yes.
Well, I was wondering if, maybe I could give her a call and we could, I don't know, maybe borrow the baby for the...
No, Grace, no. I could tell you a lie or something that the baby is sick and cranky. But the truth is, she is perfectly healthy, happy, and beautiful, and we all want her to stay that way.
Miss Bradley. Miss Bradley.
Yes, Maxine.
You can use my little brother for baby Jesus.
Oh, Maxine, I didn't know you had a baby brother.
He's not new. He's 4 years old, but he's double jointed, and you could probably scratch him.
Oh, thank you, but I don't think that'll do. Oh, how can you do that?
Well, there's always like 2 or 3 babies outside the supermarket, and the moms sleeping in their carriages. I can just take them.
You can't just walk up with someone else's baby. Oh, forget about a baby. We'll just use a doll. It'll be okay.
Yeah, I guess a doll can't find me.
True. Gene, you know Mary didn't wear earrings.
I have to wear these. If I take them out, my ears will grow too big.
Well, that comes in an hour and a half. What'd the doctor tell you to do?
What doctor?
Well, who pierced your ears?
Alice. No.
I bet she did that with an ice pick. Her ears probably turn black and fall off.
All right, boys and girls. Now, that concludes practice for today. But you guys can go on and go backstage, but We'll just find something smaller for your earrings too. So don't worry about that. We'll take care of it, okay? And is that your costume? Is that what you're going to wear? You're all supposed to have your costumes on today. Where are your costumes?
I can't find my halo. My wings got all bent. Janet's got my robe. I can't find any sheets of. Do you mind if I wear one with my wings on it?
I haven't got a costume yet. I haven't heard a shepherd before.
You have to wear your dad's bathrobe.
He doesn't have one.
Well, what does he wear?
His underwear.
Okay, all right, everyone. Now that's enough. Now, this is going to be our last practice, so...
Do we have to go through the whole thing?
Well, yes, of course, but first we're going to start with just the entrance. So, go ahead, everyone, just go to where you belong right now. Just go ahead and go where you belong, and we're going to go ahead and run through this one quick time just before we can do this, okay? Let's see, here we go. Here we go. Go ahead, Patsy. The last few lines.
Shepherds keeping watch over their flocks by night.
Okay, music. And we have shepherds. Let's cue it again one more time. Okay. Music. Shepherds. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Maxine.
And an angel of the Lord appeared to them and said,
No, don't say anything. No.
And a multitude of heavenly hosts.
Music and angels. Okay. And now we'll do music and our wise men. Come on, wise men. That was
I have the baby here. Don't touch him.
No, Mary. Just get up here and make a lovely picture for us to look at while we think about Christmas and what it means to put the door around.
Why couldn't Mary make her own baby? I wouldn't need to build for heaven's sakes. What a terrible thing to say.
Well, what angel was that? Was it Gladys? There's angels everywhere.
No, Gladys just brought the good news to the shepherds and says that the baby's born unto you.
Unto me, not them, me. What did the angel have to do with this? Just come to me and say, name Jesus.
Yes.
I know what the angel said. Okay. The angel said, and he shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. What? He could have never got out of those grave and let all back down.
I gotta go back here.
Okay, well, we'll just,
Bradley, what's that you said? You're over?
No, Maxine, 5 minutes, please, 5 minutes. 5 minutes?
We never did start over, and we never went through the whole thing. The 5 minutes turned into 15 minutes, and Imogene Herdman spent the whole time smoking cigars in the ladies' room. And then Mrs. Clausing went to the ladies' room and saw smoke, and she called the fire department right away. They cleared everybody out of the building and dragged a fire hose to the church looking for a fire to put out. But the only fire they found was in the kitchen. All the applesauce cakes had burned up. Now, all the ladies were mad about that. Mrs. McCarthy was mad, and my mother was mad.
Wow, did you call the fire department after a little bit of smoke? It was a lot
set fire to the kitchen. Vera Wunderlich says all they talk about is sex and underwear.
That was Honey Clark who was talking about underwear. They didn't set fire to anything. The only fire was in the kitchen with the applesauce cake.
The whole church is in an uproar. I just don't know. Jesus said, "Suffer the little children to come unto me." I'm not sure he meant the Herdmans. Grace, don't you think we just ought to cancel the pageant?
Oh, well, that sounds like Helen Armstrong's idea.
Well, we could blame it on the fire. Makes a good excuse.
And that sounds like Edna McCarthy's idea.
Well, everyone says that it's just going to be a
disaster? No, they're wrong. You see, this is going to be the best Christmas pageant we ever had.
But Gladys, nobody's going to come to see it.
I didn't think so either, and neither did Charlie. But we were wrong. On Christmas Eve, the church was jammed full. Everybody came to see what the Herdmans would do.
Jesus, and I ought to tell them.
Oh, No, the only thing you say is, unto you a child is born. And that's all you say. Now, boys and girls, we're going to go backstage. But remember, you try to be quiet while people are coming in, okay? And good luck. All right, please, good luck.
Mrs. Bradley, actors don't say good luck. They say break a leg.
I'm just going to say that I don't think you should say break a leg. Hey, for those of you who don't know, that's just a theatrical saying. You don't break your leg or anybody else's. Now go on backstage and try to be quiet. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I'm try to pretend for today that this is a baby, okay? But for tonight, it's baby Jesus, okay?
justice, a decree went out that all the world should be taxed. And Joseph went into Bethlehem with his wife Mary, who was great with child. And while they were there, she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. When Jesus was born, there came wise men from the far east to worship him, bringing gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh.
Star of light, star and
dreamed a dream that they should not return to their own country. The shepherds departed. The wise men also departed, praising God for all that they had seen and heard. And Mary kept all these things and pondered them in her heart.
You know, I wouldn't mind being mistaken for a shepherd in this Christmas bell.
Yes, you would. Some lady came up and hugged me because I was a shepherd. Should I bring this ham?
That's the herdman's ham from the welfare basket. Leroy gave it as a gift, and he said, you don't return gifts, so he didn't want to take it back.
Leroy said that? They must hate him.
What about the lights?
Oh, they want to tell him they're going to go off at midnight.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, it's almost there. It's almost Christmas.
It's almost Christmas, kids.
It's almost Christmas, Charlie.
Wonderful job. Great job. You may be seated for a while here. I just want to share just a few scriptures with you in a moment as we close. Wow, we got to get on the phone here and get everybody here tonight. I don't know about you, but I just started choking up when Mary, Imogen Erdmann,